We've talked about this several times, and it's possibly one of the most disgusting topics to date. Lab-grown meat is healthier, it's cheaper, and it's the future. Since 2013, the price of lab-grown meat has dropped from around $325,000 for 5 ounces to just $11.36, making it 30,000 times cheaper than it was previously. Not only could lab-grown meat help us eradicate global famine, it's also better for the environment than traditional meat production. So we have the UN wanting us all to eat bugs, and then we also have the scientists in science and so on and so forth wanting us to eat lab-grown meat. It's not organic, it's not real, it was not created naturally, it's literally grown in a lab. Going meatless, the concept of lab-grown meat isn't new, and several companies are hoping to perfect the process. Memphis Meats is developing a way to create meat without slaughtering animals. Tyson Foods, that's a huge one, has launched a venture capital fund investing in the future of meatless meat. And Mosa Meat hopes to serve the first lab-made burger in just 5 years. But the challenge isn't necessarily creating the best looking and tasting meatless alternative. It's pulling down the cost of production so that consumers will see it as a viable alternative to the real thing. So we have this report that's not even calling it the real thing. This is on Futurism.com, by the way. They're calling it not the real thing. Yet they're going to feed it to us. And what I mean by feed it to us is they're going to push this thing, advertisements and so on and so forth all over the TV, and you're going to see this on the grocery stores. And it sounds crazy, but it's not crazy. They're doing this. They're beginning it right now. In 2013, it cost around $325,000 to engineer a 5 ounces in vitro hamburger constructed from pieces of beef muscle tissue all grown in a lab. Now, with advances in the industry steadily pushing for this field forward, the price has been whittled down to just $11.36. That's 30,000 times cheaper. Clearly, it's going to keep going down to where this is the cheap alternative. This makes lab-grown meat just 3 or 4 times more expensive than traditional ground beef. So if the biggest barrier to getting engineered meat to market is cost, then it looks like we're well on our way. This is the future of meat. They don't want us to have the real thing. They want to give us a little spin-off or some bugs. And we proved that last week. It's craziness. That's all I got for you. God bless and carry on.